everybody. How's it going? We are live. Let's figure this out. Today is just going to be a very casual chat and do some art. All right. Let's see. Make that big. Whew. Very casual hangout today, y'all. I am so glad. I'm going to be looking over here sometimes because that is where my TikTok is. Hi. So glad to see you guys. Figured we'd do a little chat, a little AMAA, ask me almost anything. We'll see. I'm seeing some familiar names in the chat. Hi. Let me know if you have any questions or anything today. I just went to the printer. So exciting. And I'm going to cut out some of my art pieces today for the Red String Project. Oh, look. Familiar faces. Hi, Jojo. Hi, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hi, Professor. Hi, Jennifer. I know. Lolo. Hi. So glad you guys are here. Miss Mouse. Hi, Snaketology. How's it going? We are going to be cutting. How I do this art project is I get stuff. So for example, we have, oh good, this is the right way in that camera, wrong way in this camera. I don't know, just like images. This is a redacted CIA document. So every single page has all kinds of stuff. I'm excited to cut it out. Got my cutter. It's been a long time. Hi. It's been a long time since I've done a live. So literally, you guys, we were just chilling. We're just chilling, hanging out. You thought this was going to get crazy? Well, it might. It might, but that's not the intention. Yeah. So what are you guys all up to? What is new in the world? I want to know. My dream, you guys, is to hit the road with this art project. That is my dream. Conspiracy. What a good one to start with, right? That sums up my inside of my mind. There's a lot of Scientology conspiracies, I'll tell you that. What do they say about conspiracies? They're only conspiracies until they're proven true or something like that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Sunrise Dawn, that you're not feeling well today, but I am glad you're here. Always grateful to have you. I thought about you. I was like, oh, because you know me, I'm so like last minute. And this is, again, a very casual hangout live. Thank you, Snaketology. Okay, so then I'm gonna cut this next one. Something so what's the word? It's like ASMR to cut with a cutter. You guys can't see it. See it now? Oh. What have I done? What I did. Art with OSAKRs, pretty much. It is true. One cannot make a dream come true unless they have a dream. Can I tell you guys my dream? Let's just put it out into existence. Let's speak our dream. My dream, I also should cut while I'm talking, right? That is the point of today's live. My dream is to take this show on the road. Now, I know I've been talking about this Red String Project for like 2.5 years. I understand that. This is why. This is it. This is the cognitive labor, the proof. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm not going to show it to you. Good comment, professor. I'll put that up in a second. So yeah, I want to take the family, honestly, myself, my husband, and our kiddo, who's 11 right now. So maybe he'd be 12. And I want to take this show on the road. That's what I want. I need to gain a number of skills before I get there. Hold on. Jessica says, funny story. I own a craft supply business. Someone from the Fountain location ordered yellow ribbon. Huh. I wonder what they ordered that for. You're saying that Scientology at the one of their entities ordered yellow ribbon. Huh. Interesting. Yes, it would be so fun. Thank you, Clearwater Chad, for being here and also for saying to hit the like button. Again, we're just chilling, guys. Low expectations. Low expectations today. Okay. This is an actual redacted FBI document. And it's blurry. It's blurry and redacted. And I adore it. Oh, there you go. You Googled the address. Yellow ribbon. It's funny because whenever I think of Scientology and the color yellow, I think of goldenrod. Goldenrod is a specific yellow piece of paper you can get. And if something is written on goldenrod, it is bad news bears. Like it means you're being kicked out, you're being commeved, like you're in big trouble. So there's a million reasons a person could use yellow ribbon. The red one. Okay, so a conspiracy theory is just a theory. A conspiracy theory is a theory. A real conspiracy is a real conspiracy. I was in the Sea Organization. I was involved in several real conspiracies. Yes. I've been thinking about this, Professor. I've been thinking about really wanting to document a lot more of like the Snow White era, Operation Snow White era. Because only, in case anybody's wondering, Operation Snow White was a 1970s program ran by Scientology where they infiltrated over like 150 entities of the government and several people, including L. Ron Hubbard's wife, went to prison for a little while. They were found guilty. And only, I think, 11 people actually got in trouble. And they say there were over 5,000 agents. So I'm like, where are those other, 4,989 people who were a part of Operation Snow White? I want to talk to them. I'm curious about them. And I'm not mad at them either. I just, what'd you do? What were you up to? All right, I'm going to try and cut this one really quick. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, IRS employees from back in that day would be interesting too. The thing is that they actually blackmailed those IRS people. For sure. They really did. Okay. This is going up. I realized that I have it on corkboard, so this is not going to be the greatest color. Oh, yes, wench. I know. I have a lot. Oh, this is a sad comment. You remember walking by Scientology areas and seeing people, members with headphones, crying while they were gardening. Oh. All right, here's this one. This goes on the sort of a connection of a cult to the science fiction, the golden age. That's a weird comment. I got a weird one on TikTok, guys. It says Liz pays into Scientology, helping people there. Who knows? Yes, Kendrick Moxon is a big-time Scientology lawyer. My family has ties to that guy. He knows who I am. Cut it. Thank you. Forgot I had a moderator over there. Oh my goodness. I feel so happy to cut these out. They're all very random. This one is like occultic. The Beast. The Beast. Who can guess what board the Beast will go on? It's going to be smack dab in between L. Ron Hubbard and Aleister Crowley. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Hi. Oh, shucks. I don't think I got it all the way straight. Oh, well. The thing is after I'm done with it, it's all going to look like madness. So I probably don't have to worry too much. Okay, I got that one cut. The Beast. If you are an American citizen who does not know who Aleister Crowley is yet, you probably need to learn. Glad to see you guys here. All right, pop quiz. Who knows what this is? What does this have to do? Guesses? L. Ron Hubbard does seem like he was really into Aleister Crowley. For sure. He called him a very good friend in a lecture, but then Aleister Crowley was like, I never met the dude. So who knows? Red String Project. I got to put one of these on my board. The Red String Project is Gail. Of course, no one's ever even seen the string because actually in my mind, it is a performance piece to hang it, the string. Oh, did nobody guess? This is a map of the 1913 World's Fair. Y'all know about World's Fairs. Didn't Mr. Crowley come from one of the oldest, richest families in England? Probably. All right, guys, I got a question here. How do I pin your question? Hold on. Mute, pin this comment. Okay, question. What do you think about Scientology trying to be active on TikTok? I think that Scientology is trying to be active on TikTok because they have to get a new generation in. They need a new audience. They need a new set of people who doesn't know about coercion, that is not as aware anyway, and that they can feed into these new lies. Like they've rewritten some of their history, saying you can be a Christian and any other religion and Scientology. You can only do that for half of it. Once you put in $250,000 and 10 years of your life, then you find out, oh, you really can't do both those things. So I think they're trying to pull one over on a younger generation, on a new demographic that they haven't reached out to before, in hopes that they don't know anything and they can take them over. Like they can be the first point of reference for them of Scientology to, quote, safe point it, if that makes sense. Oh, Rocket Girls. Was that a play? Actually, was that turned into a play? Did you send that to me? I feel like I've seen that, but I haven't gotten a chance to like watch it. Here's another World's Fair. You're like, what does the World's Fair have to do with it? I see. Well, this is going to be a very comprehensive art project of not just Scientology's ties specifically, but then spawning outward. Yeah, take them over. Here we go. There's so much on here. Like 1,000 points to anybody who recognizes any of these symbols. Hold on, TikTok. Hold on. That one's probably the most recognizable. Wait, that one. Who can recognize any of these? Who knows what that is? I'm not even sure I'm going to tell you. Hi, just cutting out art piece. Art. Oh, what did I do here? Ooh. Hold on. We're just cutting out art stuff. I really want this to be textured. So this is like a stamp. I think I got to go through and cut them all. Cut it like out on the line. Oh my gosh. This is going to be hard. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about my dream again. It's me time. Yeah. So the dream is, let's start at the beginning. I have, by the way, 8 boards that are 8 foot by 4 foot. So 8 by 4 is 32 square feet times 8 is like 256. I think that's right. 256 square feet. That's huge. People live in less. And it's going like just covered in all these images that are sort of in a timeline about mind control and hypnotism and Scientology. You all know I've been collecting Scientology magazines. I have so much artifacts, and I'm just really excited to like put them all in this huge display and travel around and show people. I just think it'd be so freaking badass. Sometimes I'm like, what can I do? What can I contribute? Who am I? Always with the who am I? Hey, I was raised in a cult. What do you want me to do? Oh my gosh, guys, this is coming along. Hold on. I know that I'm distracted. I probably have my dumb concentration face on, but it's paying off. See that there? It's not perfect, but it is textured. Texture. Moises Crystal to the list. Oh, dang. Okay, I will. Professor is asking me to add a name to the list, which is, I guess I'm the steward of it at this point. But it is a list of people who were raised in Scientology who didn't make it out alive, or who have made it out and spoken out. It's kind of a combo list. I originally started it for my brother who passed away very suddenly and dramatically on L. Ron Hubbard's birthday out of his own doing. And it sucked. And his story, unfortunately, while somewhat unique, is not. Okay, I'm really screwing this top one up, guys. Oh, brutal. What have you done? Wait. That's okay. That's okay. I'm so sorry, Professor. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love it. Here's what I'm cutting. The top one is a little janky. That's okay. Is that a slur? Should I say that? Maybe I shouldn't say that word. I don't know what it even means, but it's not. This is not the best I can do, but it is what it is. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. We have another World's Fair stamp. The 80s. This was 1965. A map of Tartaria. I see everybody saying hi to Alex. Hi. Good to see you, Alex. We're just chilling. We're just hanging out, cutting some papers. Oh, I'm moving on too quickly. I'm challenging if anybody knows what these are. This one's probably familiar. That one. I think I'm going to leave some white around of some of these because it'll look better on the Tartaria. So, gosh, I sure do have a little bit of ADD. Should we start the dream all over again? Let's do it. The dream is I got a cute little trailer with a bunk in the back. I got my husband and my kiddo. We're hitting the road. We're going to see America. In the back, we have my 8 boards, which conveniently fold into 4 by 3 foot. Shit. I didn't put the scale on. 4 by 3 foot boards. I'm just going to staple it to it. Texture, baby, texture. And first, we hit California. And in every stop, we have a weekend layover, one would say. And we have a private event the first day, private invitation only event, friends and family type deal. Then we have booked appointments where you can get a private tour and we can chat. And then an opening night with a party and speakers, ex-Scientology. So it's like a mini ex-Scientology history lesson / convention in every town. I don't know how to accomplish that. It's the honest to God truth. But I do know that the first thing to do is finish the art project. Yes, local library. Is it controversial? Will it be controversial? I don't know. I feel like once I'm literally cutting out a Tartaria map, it's controversial, right? You're like, oh no. You guys know about that? I also decided that I'm not going to try and explain everything. I'm just going to make art. I'm not going to try and timeline it all, put it all together for you. I'm just going to make art. Because I can. Because I can. Here are some more. Let me cut this in half. I guess I really went hog wild with the World's Fair stuff. I don't know if we'll use all this. But Tartaria is interesting. Hey, Eric. Yeah, Alex, I actually didn't get a chance to listen to the whole interview. Excuse my language. But then I saw your other thing so Alex is an ex-Scientologist, and he recently did a video with a current Scientologist, and I didn't get a chance to see it yet. I'm excited to see it. But then I also saw that you put up another thing that said, like, did I get played? So I have a lot of catching up to do. A lot of it. Guys, I can't really be trusted with the scissors. Yeah, the World's Fairs are very interesting. And they have ties, obviously, to, conspiracy lands. They've got ties to Tartaria. Because this project is a lot about hidden stuff. You're shocked it happened, Alex? Yeah, I was pretty shocked to see that you had an active Scientologist too. I want to talk to a Scientology mom, one of the ones who's like talking about recovery. I want to do a kid debate. I should put that out there. Here's the famous Crystal Palace. They built it and then they tore it down. We went to the moon and then we lost the technology. It happens. Happens to the best of us, I guess. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I pulled this one out because of this guy I wanted to show you guys. So far, it's just images, but I have a bunch of newspaper clippings. If you're trying to do any type of research, I highly recommend that you get a newspapers.com account. It's a little spendy, but man, there is so much there that is nowhere else. Nowhere else. Amir, took your stress test in Edinburgh. Interesting. Are you in Edinburgh right now? Right, meow. Let me go to Edinburgh. I like music festivals. Okay, World Almanac Facts. Dang it, why didn't I write down when this was from? I need to write the date on this. I'm going to leave a little bit of white so I can just have a handwritten account right there, what it is. But it's an old newspaper article clipping. Okay, I will. I'm going to write that down. Do I have a pen? Shucks. I need to be having a little note, though, don't I? Hold on. Okay. Outside Glasgow. When I was younger, I lived in Edinburgh for like a month. And it was amazing. And I want to go back. Maybe we could do a show there. Oh my gosh. Speaking of the dream. Yeah. I mean, it'd be so fun to show this different places. The thing is, I had to finish it. I pulled out two of the board, put them in my living room. And yeah, exactly. This person says, Villa says, who the hell believes in moon landings in 2026? Who knows? Let's see. I think I would definitely want to go to Clearwater, and I would want to rent a place fairly close. Also, Tampa, I think would be good. I'd like to do a show in Tampa. Scientology is pretty small. I mean, Clearwater is pretty small. Here's one that I designed, sort of. Cold War. Espionage. Thanks, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Here's another one. The pineal gland. It's a cool one, huh? It's kind of museum-y. I was trying, this time I printed some bigger ones because the boards I have are like really big. We need big images. I'm going to leave the white on this because that way it'll pop on the background. This one too, Atlantis. Get a theme here. I'm not even going to cut them. Oh yeah. These reminded me of my childhood. Hi, Harlow. Did I say that I'm going to try and pin your comment. Okay, Harlow, you're asking, did I say that a Scientologist works for Candace Owen? So Candace Owen, I'm not saying that a Scientologist works for her. I'm saying that one of her, I believe, very close friends and mentors is named John Mappin. In her podcast, she actually she read a letter from John and his wife, Irina. After Charlie Kirk's assassination, it was a letter of support for her. It's one of the, from a donor at TP. I don't know if she said USA, but at Turning Point. He allegedly helped start, or at least facilitate, the starting of Turning Point UK. And his first initial event is where Candace met her husband, George, and then they were subsequently married, I believe, 17 days later. So that's the deal. I don't think he works for her. I don't believe John Mappin works for her, but there's this video of John Mappin in the lizard. Guys, I could go down a rabbit hole. I'm going to make this so short and sweet. The very high-level Scientologist who is all up in Turning Point's business did a video, which he's taken down over the holidays, where he had on a lizard mask, and he was talking about all of the crazy, huge things that were going to be happening this year in 2026. Kind of freaked me out, I'm not going to lie. Like, what is this guy talking about? What does he know? So creepy. Okay, yeah. So this is Scientology's, like, this is Scientology to me. This is like the history of the world, the history of space opera. Like that, to me, this is the representation of everything I was told as a kid. This one too, it's just smaller. That exact type of spaceship rocket. I don't know what that is called. Does anybody know what that's called? I'm so curious, because that exact like model or style was all over the Battlefield Earth propaganda. I love it. This encapsulates Scientology's stories that I would hear growing up about like lives before this life and aliens. And I mean, this is it. This is the vibe. I love that. I love that for me. Okay. We're not going to do that one. These are just silly, fun ones that we'll throw up there. No, I did not print these at home. I got a coupon though. Staples. Hey, Staples. Thanks for helping me print my cult recovery art. You're the best, bro. Actually, between you and me, the paper's a little too shiny, but whatever. It is cardstock. So be it. I usually use a local place. I have to tell you, there's a local place near in the next town over that I love them. I've always used them, but their color printer went out yesterday and I'm impatient. And coupon. Here we go. Sasquatch. This is really like, this is a nod to my husband and my son, which are kind of inside jokes, but my husband loves Bigfoot. And the Loch Ness Monster is just kind of like a phonetic ring similar to someone in my family. So Sasquatch. You guys believe? Do you believe in Bigfoot? Because I tell you what, if you were raised in a cult and you found out everything you ever knew in your entire life was actually a lie, you might believe in Sasquatch after that. Can we say it's not real? Okay, I'm going to be the biggest dork. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe in Bigfoot. No, really do, because I'm curious. Like I said, my husband loves Bigfoot, Bigfoot stories, Bigfoot podcast. We also live in the Pacific Northwest, so it is right. I mean, it is here. In fact, one day you'll probably see me going live from like a camping trip where we're just Squatch hunting. There used to be this show, like I think it was called Sasquatch Hunters, and then they would just go in the forest and yell, "Squatch! It's a squatch!" And I've always wanted to do that. 60-pound cardstock. That's probably so nice. It was expensive. It was expensive to print all this. 116 pages. And of course, every page has several things. Oh, thank y'all. Loch Ness. Here we go. There's a heavy CIA theme in this art project. A heavy CIA theme. Why? Because I'm an ex-Scientologist. Doi! Hi! Oh, here's a good one. I just love the kind of like museum-esque quality, you know? All these images all up in your face at one time because there's so many rabbit holes and there's so many spin-offs with Scientology and lore and figures and names and places and dates and scandals. I'm gonna have an entire, probably 2 boards dedicated to scandals. We've got spin-offs like the Son of Sam and the Final Church of Judgment. You believe in the Loch Ness. Nobody even answered my question. Love that for me. Oh, yes. I don't know if it's going to be a presentation. You want to hear something even dorky, super dorky about my dream? I was thinking about, I'm going to get it. I was thinking about asking a ballet person to help me choreograph a freaking movement piece for hanging the string. I was literally thinking about doing that. Do you guys know any ballerinas? Does anybody have a ballerina around here? And then that would be part of it. That'd be part of the big dream, the weekend. And Bigfoot? Okay. They'd be like part of the show, like Ashley. And we would be setting up shop. And like I said, we would just live stream the whole weekend. We'd go into town. We could, I don't know. We would have some ticketed part of the art show because I need to recoup some funds traveling like that. I don't know how I'm going to afford that. I don't know what to do for that. But I'd like everybody to be able to see it and just go from town to town, from LA, Arizona. I mean, everywhere I want to go. So wherever that pink lake is in Nevada, art show there. Yes. Okay, here's another one. Interrogation, coercion, and mind control. This is part of my sort of Cold War. Is that right? Freedom requires awareness. Ooh, this is one of my favorite ones. Golden age of science fiction. There's a very weird period of American history where science fiction authors of the time, like in the 30s, 40s, were working with the Pentagon. Some of them had clearance of the government, and it was right when they were starting up the beginnings of NASA. So if you know, you know. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm starting to feel inspired again by this project. I took 2 of the boards and I put them out in my living room. And I tried to kind of take this and that, and I was just like, oh, I wanted to throw up. So I stopped. And I said, I'm just going to print everything fresh from scratch. And that's what I've done here. All right, this is a good one too. Hold on. I honestly, if I had my way, I would print out this on actual textured newspaper print, but I haven't figured that out yet. So sorry. Okay. 350 German scientists imported into US claimed to put America 10 years ahead in some fields. Operation Paperclip. Reich Group, all certified can't say this word, NAZI, who volunteered for a project. I'm going to, you know what? In true newspaper clipping, it should be shaped different. You guys, before the internet, y'all, you used to be able to sign up for newspaper clipping services. Do you remember that? It would send you this. So Operation Paperclip is a huge part of Scientology's roots and history, honestly. Oh, thank you. I was thinking about doing a show and tell about all my different earrings because like these cost less than, I think they were $8.99. Honestly, so cheap. So cheap. And I'm not a gatekeep girl. Some of the earrings that you guys have actually said are cute before come in a huge pack of earrings like that work out to be less than $2 a pair. Which I don't know. Now that I say that out loud, I'm like, probably not the best for whatever economy it comes from. Y'all know about the Antarctic bird expedition? So I'm saying, like, this is jam-packed. I'm not going to go down and explain every one of these things to you. I've decided that's not my job. But I am going to put it all in your face. Man's walk on the moon. There's another one. Yeah. Maybe at some point in my dream, I'll come across a printing press that does newspaper on actual newsprint. Because there's something about the texture of that. Weren't they supposed to be at the Nuremberg trials in the dock? Well, I think a lot of the scientists avoided the trials because they were just brought into, like, naturalized into the United States. Here we go. Let's read this. Man's walk on the moon. Moon Day, June 24th, 1969. Man's walk on the moon. Apollo 11 commander Neil Armstrong left the Eagle landing craft to take man's first step on the moon shortly after 2:40 this afternoon, after he and Edwin Aldrin changed into their bulky spacesuits in the tiny mooncraft, a task likened to that of two women dressing for a ball in a telephone box. The Eagle was depressurized. The hatch was opened and Armstrong climbed out into the airless lunar atmosphere and began a slow climb down the ladder to the dusty surface. His first task was to walk a short distance, then return to the ladder to ensure he could get back safely. Then the remaining tasks of the walk with Aldrin helping were to begin. Oh, yoga. Yoga Mom 666. Your name. Also, don't think that you have any facts right, babes. Okay. Y'all know what this is, though. I gotta get a glass of water. I'm thirsty. Okay. I got the rest of my old coffee too. Thank you. Woo! All right. You guys know what this is? The Sea Org contract. A billion-year contract. Can you imagine? I signed a billion-year contract when I was 14 years old. It's so insane. It's so crazy to think that anybody can comprehend a billion years. It's so wild. So crazy. So crazy, man. I got another little Bigfoot here. Just watch. Aw. Looks so warm and cozy. Some people believe that they're interdimensional beings. Oh, crap. Got water on this. No. I cut it. I'll still use it. Creepy font, huh? Creepy. Okay. Hypnotism, mind control. It's another big theme. I wish this was bigger. I wish I had printed out some like 11 by 14, but it's spendy. Here's another Operation Paperclip article. German scientists put U.S. research far ahead. Army reveals details of Operation Paperclip. Are we ready for this? I thought that was my water, and then I smelled coffee. Here we go. Frankfurt, Germany, May 17th. Dang it, I need to leave space for the year. Oh. German scientists, including some of the top men behind Germany's war effort for a wide variety of military and civil. The United States has imported 350 German scientists, including some of the top men behind Germany's war effort for a wide variety of military and civilian research projects. Disclosing many details of this long secret Operation Paperclip, U.S. Army headquarters here said that the Germans' work has already put the United States 10 years ahead of schedule in some fields of research and has saved millions of dollars in research costs. All certified, non-NAZIS, the Germans are being employed under War Department supervision in the U.S. in such fields as guided missiles, supersonic speed aircraft, jet engines, cancer, photography, meteorology, metallurgy, textiles, and cereals. Cereals. Are you just reading between the lines here? We brought German World War II, all those weird research things they were doing, all those horrible medical things we were doing, we brought them here to work for us in the United States. Hello. Why did they go into cereals? Some of the scientists soon will be released to American industry under supervision of the Department of Commerce, the Army said. All of them are volunteers working under 6-month contracts with living allowances of $6 a day for themselves and salaries of $5 to $10 a day in marks for their families in Germany. That's a lie. Those found of value to American military research, the Army said, will be offering, long-term contracts, and their families will be permitted to join them in the U.S. Those now in the U.S. are under government surveillance, but no physical restraint. Wow. Yeah, they definitely were. The big end. Oh, I almost said the big end, and that sounds like I'm talking about something else. So we're not going to say that. But you know what I mean. I wonder how many people know. How many people know? And then I do think about this art project where I'm like, I do have to educate people, but I don't feel like I want to represent, say, this and this and this and this and this and this and this. At least not today. I want it to be ballet. Is that weird? And I'm not. I mean, I took ballet when I was a little kid. I'll probably look more like one of those like wobbly skinny toys for kids. Okay, well, here's another one. I mean, you guys have to get it. There's a theme going, clearly. This is not all of my art, my pictures, but you can get an idea. Freemason stuff. Can't talk about Scientology without at least acknowledging Freemasonry. Oh, speaking of Freemasonry, if you know about this, then you know the number 33 has great significance. 33 is allegedly a very powerful number for a number of reasons with the Mason. So, imagine my surprise when I'm reading The Role of the Planet Earth from Scientology. It is an old thing talking about basically the role of Earth what Earth is here for, according to Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard. And Earth, we're the 33rd star. So clearly he overlapped with Freemasonry, and what he figured out. Where'd that come from? Was that from Aleister Crowley? Was it? Was it from someone else? I have streamed The Americans. That is honestly one of the best shows I've ever seen. I love that show so much. And it's one of those examples of when an actor like is just so good. The husband in that, I think he's actually married to Perry Wilson now. Perry Russell. I can't remember her name. Anyway, gosh, he is so good. So is she. All right, guys, I'm going to cut like 3 or 4 more pieces of paper here. Here's one. Children in the Sea Organization, Scientology. There's a real picture. Who's that little boy? Doesn't look happy. They must have been doing some kind of performance. Matthew Rise, yeah. This one's blurry. It's in a very high resolution picture. I probably might not use it. This is L. Ron Hubbard in the manor at St. Hill, which is an English countryside castle and estate that Scientology bought in the 60s. And there's L. Ron Hubbard being wise. Are they saluting? Yes, these children are saluting. Looks like they're doing some kind of reading of some sort. They're absolutely saluting. Scientology is very militant, and you salute. You salute your hires, my friends. Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. And let me pick another one. Hold on, I'm looking. Man, there's a lot here. I'm actually kind of overwhelmed by my own stuff at this point. And we'll do this one. Okay. All right. Got 3 more to do. Montauk, yep. Who's connected to Montauk? Happy quail, happy quail, happy quail. I'm trying to go back. The Montauk Project initially involved Hubbard deprogramming involved young men, which apparently led to his own programming efforts. Can you tell me more about that? I'm very curious. For anybody wondering, Montauk, Project Montauk is about opening, correct me if I'm wrong, it's about like opening a portal basically to the unknown through human psychic abilities. It is what Stranger Things was like loosely based on. So crazy, man. The story has it that United States was so worried about what China and the Soviets were doing for mind control that they thank you, Hannah. Yes, thank you. This is a real newspaper article about like a joke about Soviet mind control. What does the elephant stand for and what does the donkey stand for? I'm going to have to keep looking it up, but this is basically like haha, they're taking our propaganda. They're all taking our propaganda. Soviet system of mind control, rival to Tory press technique. How Stalin crushed democracy. The Soviet system of mind control is a title of a series articled by the professor of education, Columbia University, New York, who recently placed a book. Oh, that's not that exciting. I don't know why I printed that out, but I like the headline, Mind Control, Soviet Mind Control. You know? This was from 1950 that they were talking about this a lot too. Let's get my dates straight. We've got this classic, Aleister Crowley. Did I tell you guys that I bought a tiny peek of his burnt down house? I'm a sucker. What can I say? I did it. It's going on the boards. See, the boards I have fold up, but if there's 3D stuff, I can keep them separate. And then when I show it, after I hit the road, I can add them. I want to do that so bad, you guys. I want to take this on the road. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing if I don't take it on the road, to be honest. Like, what is the point of anything? No, my dad was named David Gale, actually. But that was not my dad. That's about a producer. But I think my dad did have a bit of a secret life. Secret business life, I should probably clarify. Janelle, you know what I mean? These ones are kind of small. Hold on. CIA. That's like pretty much one of the common themes of my art project. CIA, CIA. Oh, she's so crazy. She's so crazy. And I like this little picture too. So these are all printed like on similar paper, but then the idea is to add a lot of textures. Layers and layers of texture so that it seems like a lot's going on. Told you. It's a theme. So is that. I like this. It's also just a bag. Here, I'll show you in a second. The vintage writing vibe. Okay, thanks. I'd love that. I'll put my email address right here in the chat. There you go. Oh, then we got this one. Here, I'll cut it first, then I'll show you. Oh, we didn't do Aleister Crowley. Actually, there's a few things here that I need to finish. We definitely got Aleister Crowley. This is like one of the most famous pictures of him. Hi, Linda. Then we got experimentation. I think I need to eat something. I'm getting woozy. Experimentation. And this one says trauma, stress, disassociation, trance, sleep loss, memory gap. That goes with the experimentation. I think I have what Scientology would call lack of mass. I'm living in a 2D world right now, guys. I need to go touch some grass. Touch some grass. Which is not to be confused with smoke some grass. Very different things. This is such a good one right here that I'm cutting. This is the original picture. And Scientology photoshopped her ass out. Look at that. I mean, I guess there's a lot of people who wish that they could just erase their ex from existence. Be a cult leader. You can too. Actually, yeah. Second wife, never had one. That's what he said. But maybe he's like doing one of those cross my finger things because he actually did have one, but they weren't, I mean, the bigamy, he was already married. So I guess you could say technically he didn't have a second wife. I don't know. Okay. So this is something that I was working on before. I'm almost done cutting it out and then I'll show you. I want lots, I told you I want lots of textures, lots of shapes. This is a ticket. It's a fake ticket. Hey, Bella. To Pasadena. Because if you know, you know, which this lady was from Pasadena. He stole her, they say. She was an occultist too. Dang it, I didn't fold this right. It's not, it's crooked. Whoops. It's like a micro, tiny bit crooked. Okay, there we go. I am tempted to kind of even squish up some of this stuff. Like it should be like a used ticket. Should we try it? Let's distress it. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared to distress it. Oh, you're sweet. She said it was pretty. That's not very, okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. You pay good money to have something printed out and then you squish it up. Now I'm going to straighten it back out. I mean, I do like it. Can you tell a difference? I can. It's texture, baby, texture. Last one, y'all. Last one. What is this? Oh, fractals. That's right. Like when something goes, keep going. Yeah, it is more authentic, right? To have it all crumpled up. I probably need to do some more of that. And I do have some papers that are like coffee stained and tea stained where I can, you know, add. Wow. Well, here's my waist. You'll see a short later of me lighting this all on fire. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm going to get out of here and maybe I'll cut some more. I'll go live maybe randomly and next time I'm cutting. Kind of fun. No reason not to. And let's see what we cut real quick. Frickety frack. Frickety frack, y'all. Look at that. At the whim of a madman. That's me. I'm the madman. This is definitely going to be like, yes. Okay, before we go. My dog doesn't let me do anything. But we'll talk about that in a video. But I'm going to get off now. Okay, bye. She knows herself, she finds her way. Through art and joy, she shapes each day. Crafting beauty from the past, healing wounds, peace at last. With each move she finds her voice. In art life she makes her choice. Living true, living free.